Now, he has helped millions transform their lives with his inspiring approach to life's toughest, biggest challenges. Today, Tony Robbins is sharing his secret to take back control of the #1 driver of stress, money. Please welcome my friend, Tony Robbins.
How are you, brother?
I've never seen you run before. That's so cool. Have a seat.
How are y'all doing?
So, I got to say, just as a start, I think emotional issues around money are devastating. And frankly, money's become as big a problem as obesity and the epidemic we have with that in America. Yeah. I would love to get a little bit of your insights about what it is that is causing this financial health crisis we have in America.
Well, I think most people don't realize, but we know we get stressed from so many things, but money is one of the deepest ones. And I think it's because we feel the least in control of money. I mean, money is an expression of power in our lives, what we can and can't do. And for many people, what's happened for them is when they feel out of control because it's so complex, where do I start? How do I go about it? I don't know what to do. I'm so busy. What happens is we end up starting to feel that stress and we start to eat, or some people smoke, or some people drink, or it starts to mess with your intimate relationship. And then everything gets messed up. And that all converts, as you know, to physical stress, which converts to emotional and physical health.
You've taken the last few years of your life to write a book called Money, Master the Game. It's an absolutely fabulous book. It's been a lot of effort putting together these thoughts. Why would you make that kind of investment?
Well, because my whole life, 37 years, I've been passionately obsessed with wanting to know how do you help someone change their life as quickly as possible? What are the breakthroughs? And there's only a few areas of your life that really affect the quality of your life. Your intimate relationships obviously do, your physical body, as you and I both know, your emotions, and then money. And what I found is when 2008 happened, I grew up in a really tough financial environment. Went out to get the card, it's gone, not because somebody stole it, because we didn't pay it for it, somebody took it. No money for food. So when I saw people losing their homes en masse, when I saw people losing half their net worth, and I knew it was based on manipulation, it made me crazy. And I have unique access. I've coached one of the top 10 financial traders in the world, a multi-billionaire, for 21 years, and he's never lost money in 21 years. So I thought if I could learn from him and 50 other best people in the world and put in an action plan for a millennial who just got out of college and they still have debt and they don't know what to do, or a mom trying to figure out how do I do this, being a mom and managing my life and my work and my kids, or somebody's trying to retire, then I'd have a real gift. And it took me 4 years, but now I've got these 7 steps I can teach people.
I'm going to take advantage of the wisdom you have about getting people to deal with their lives proactively. So it's right now, folks watching, they've got debt. They know the money coming in is not going to be as much as the money going out. How do you alleviate the stress that they feel this moment?
They have to immediately take action. They've got to put together a plan. And I show them these 7 steps. But it starts, quite frankly, inside your head. It starts with you saying, okay, I'm going to stop telling myself this story. Whenever I want to help someone create a breakthrough in anything, in their body, in their relationships, in their money, there's 3 S's I look at. Most people that want to change their body look for a strategy, a diet, something to do. And that's great. But a lot of people have the right strategy, but they don't execute it. Or they never start because they have a story in their head, a belief that says, I've tried everything, or I'm big boned. That was mine, right? I'm big boned. I am big boned, but I'm 38 pounds lighter than I was then. So your story, your limiting belief keeps you from falling through. So what you got to do is you got to get yourself in a playful place. I tell people, have you ever been really angry at somebody and then suddenly you remember everything they've ever done that pisses you off?
Yes.
Or you're really in love, and what's wrong with life? When you're totally in love, we're broke, who cares? We're in love, right? So those 3 S's, changing your state, changing your story, and changing your strategy is how you make a shift.
I want to apply some of your thoughts to real life situations. If that's okay. I've got some audience members, so we're going to start with Teresa. Come on over.
Perfect.
Teresa, if you can join us. There she is. All right. So meet Tony.
This is so quiet walking over here. You can feel it.
So, let me turn you over here so they can see y'all. So go ahead, Teresa, share your story, and I'll get Tony to work on it.
Tony, I feel like I am a hamster on a wheel. I live paycheck to paycheck. I have twins who are in their 2nd year of college. Yes. My younger one is going to college next year. And I feel trapped. I'm stressed, and I never pictured my life the way it is now.
Are you paying for your twins' college tuition?
Yes, I am.
So easy for someone on the outside to talk about it, right? Because your physical stress and emotional stress I know is real. But if you really want to change it, then you have to make some new choices. And right now, the story you have, we all are affected by the story we tell ourselves. So we have metaphors. Some people say, I'm at the end of my rope. And I'll go, okay, put it down and come over here. And they look at me like I'm crazy. Yours is I'm a hamster on a wheel. And how many times do you tell yourself that?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
And so that's what you feel. See, so whatever we tell ourselves, we experience. So here's the truth. There's a couple options for you. One of those options is you have to understand that you can still be financially free, but somehow, even though it seems impossible, you got to take a small percentage of what you have and pretend the government put a tax on you. You'd hate that tax, you'd swear you won't pay that tax, but they'd still take the money. Right. So I'll give you an example. There's a man named Theodore Johnson. He worked for UPS. He never made more than $14,000 in an entire year in his life. That's the most he ever made. At 70 years old, he's worth $70 million.
Oof.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Yeah, how is that possible?
I'll tell you, when they asked Warren Buffett, I asked him, what made you the richest man in the world? He said, living in America where there's opportunity, good genes, so I lived a long time, and compound interest. And we've all heard of compound interest, but what this man did is his friend said to him, she said, I can't save any money, I have no money, same as you're feeling right now, and I know it's true. You do have money, you're just not putting it in the places that can get you ahead. So that's why you're the hamster on the wheel. And what his friend said is, we're gonna take a tax, 20% of your money you're never gonna see. And it's gonna go in this investment account. And when over the years, it compounds, and it's amazing what it does. Second thing for you, I know you're not gonna like this one. What if your twins had to actually pay for some of that college education themselves? So what I want you to do is I want you to find no less than a minimum of 10%, and as much ideally as 15%. So if you will make that promise, I will get someone to coach you and get you to follow through.
Promise.
Will you make it happen?
And we got one last victim for you, Tony. Vishoya.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing? Should I come down?
You stay right there. You're about the right height now.
You're not evil now.
Okay, Tony. So my issue is that I'm a mother of 3. I have 3 boys. And every time I get my bills, my credit card bills, anything like that, I just leave them in the mailbox. I don't even take them out the mailbox because it's just so stressful, all these bills and, debt like that. So, what is the best solution or?
What do you think is the best solution?
Well, I mean, I've been hearing what you're saying about saving percentage, a piece of your income every time, but it's, that's kind of really hard to reach that goal when you have children or other, limited situations. So how do you handle that?
Well, it starts with changing that belief. It's not true that you don't have children, it's not hard, right? We all know that's true. This story you have that says, I have 3 children and so it's really hard, the more you tell yourself, the more you can't do anything. It's like hypnosis. You're hypnotized into it's so hard I can't. It is hard and you can. You can, but we got to start small and get momentum. That's the piece that we got to do for you. And for you right now, what you really need to do is get someone who's going to come kick your butt a little bit. You need somebody who's going to not take this stuff. Because here's the challenge. When you surround yourself with girlfriends, the beauty of feminine women is they support each other. But the challenge with that is you can support each other and feeling good and then not change. So we need 2 things. No more story and a new game plan. If you're up for it, I'll get someone who will actually coach you.
Oh, I'm up for it. How about also maybe saying something about the guy part?
Yes.
Maybe that has something to do
All right,
with
we're going to do, Tony's going to create all kinds of good ideas for all you guys to take advantage of. Tony, thank you very much. Wonderful advice. Check out Tony Robbins' latest book called Money Master the Game. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.